Okay, so I've been using iPhones for as long as I can remember, right? And I have the brand new iPhone 13 Pro Max here, but about 2 months ago, I started changing the way I use my iPhone, and that has impacted the battery health of my iPhone in a negative way. So I figured to make a video, share the information with you guys, hopefully help you save some money on the long run, help you save the battery life and battery health of your iPhone overall. So of course, as always, if you would like to stay up to date with the latest iOS news and Apple software updates, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss another episode. Now, as I mentioned, I had the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and about 2 months ago, I started using my device in a different way, and the battery health of this device has really dropped in about 2 months, about 6 to 7%, and I'm gonna share that information with you guys. Now, just to put things into perspective, I have iPhone 12 Pro Max, obviously, was released before the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and if we go into this iPhone 12 Pro Max settings here, and we go to battery health settings, we go here into battery health, you see this older device, iPhone 12 Pro Max, has 100% battery health. Now, typically, I don't damage the battery health of my iPhone too much. I always upgrade every year, but this one made it all the way to July here of 2022 with 100% battery health. Of course, I did take over and switched over to iPhone 13, but just to show you the difference, this iPhone 13, obviously, it's newer than the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and if we go into battery health here, you see that the battery health is at 94. Now, the battery for any of these devices has not been changed, so the iPhone 12 Pro Max has the same battery as it came with when I bought it, and the same goes for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. But why did I drop 6% of battery health? And as I mentioned, I'm going to explain the reasons why. Now, before we continue, I wanted to quickly share a word from our sponsors, Ugreen, and I want you guys to take a look at this awesome packaging for the brand new Ugreen Nexode 200 watt fast charger. Honestly, at work or at home, this is going to be the only thing you'll ever need. Take a look at this awesome charger. It has up to 6 ports here on board. If we turn it here on its side, we have 4 USB-Cs right here, all fast charging, 200 watts of power. We have 2 USB-As. On the other side, we have the plug, of course, to plug it in and have all of your devices charging from one charger, which is kind of crazy. It can charge a 16-inch MacBook Pro in an hour and a half from 0 to 100, which is super handy, of course, at work. You can charge multiple laptops, multiple phones, and accessories as well. It has the game chip inside, so you have peace of mind. Things are going to be running nice and cool, and it's going to be protecting your devices. I have a coupon code for you guys, of course, in the description. You can check out the coupon code for Ugreen's Nexode 200 watts, additional 10% off. Go ahead and check it out if you want to grab this one. The links will be in the description down below. So let me go ahead and explain exactly what I've been doing different over the past 2 months or so, and what's caused the iPhone's 13 battery health to actually drop 6% in a matter of 2 months or so. The first thing I want to talk about is FaceTiming while my iPhone is plugged into power. Now, recently I've been getting into video games, and I've been playing video games for several hours at a time with my brother, and he likes to call me on FaceTime, and we FaceTime for hours after we play video games. But of course, if I FaceTime for hours and I'm playing, the battery on the iPhone, if it's not plugged in, it would actually drain quickly. Obviously, we're on FaceTime. Time goes by quickly when you're playing video games. So what I've been doing is I've been plugging my iPhone in for hours as I play video games while on FaceTime. And that is one of the things that I've been doing different, and I've noticed this has a negative impact on battery health. And I know this, but for some reason I got caught up, and I've been doing this for several months. It wasn't until recently when I went into battery health and said, wow, this is really taking an impact on the battery health. So yeah, FaceTiming while plugging in your iPhone, if you plug in your iPhone for hours and FaceTime for hours, also if you go to sleep while FaceTiming and you leave the FaceTime app open and the other person does as well, that also can cause the battery health to actually be impacted in a negative way, believe it or not. Now, also something that I've been doing that I did not do before is watch YouTube videos for hours before going to bed, and as I go to bed, the iPhone continues to play videos while I'm sleeping. I fall asleep watching videos on my iPhone, and this has also had a negative impact on battery health. Now, I don't plug in my iPhone while I'm watching videos and I go to bed, but I do watch videos when I go to bed here on YouTube, and when I wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, the iPhone is still playing videos, and I've noticed that that has also impacted the battery health of my iPhone. As I mentioned, I had the iPhone 12 Pro Max for a longer longer time and take a look at the battery health difference. Of course, iPhone 13 Pro Max is newer, and if I keep this pattern, I'm going to have to get the battery replaced on iPhone 13 Pro Max sooner than I need to, and of course that's going to cost money. So if you ever like to FaceTime for several hours, don't plug in your iPhone while you FaceTime for hours on end. And if you like to watch YouTube videos, stay away from those YouTube videos before going to bed, because if your iPhone, you fall asleep and your iPhone continues to play those videos, I've noticed, believe it or not, these are the only two things I've changed, has had a negative impact on my iPhone's battery health. And of course that's going to cost you money in the long run. And of course you also want to go ahead and make sure you keep that performance, so battery health equals better performance, and of course equals saving money because you don't have to buy a new battery. And that's everything I wanted to share with you guys. FaceTiming for hours and watching videos, falling asleep overnight while watching videos has impacted the battery crazy on my iPhone 13 Pro Max over the past 2 months. I just wanted to share that information with you guys. Hopefully you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.